can I give a shout out to my
Of
producers
course,
out here?
of
I got my
course.
man Tim Chance. You know what I mean? I want to shout him out. He's a very eclectic. I call him my twin. I think he's like my country alter ego from out here. I was telling y'all my relationship with country music.
Okay.
Okay,
Now,
Yeah,
get
I'm
deep.
gonna trip out,
Get
man.
we got to
deep.
back this up because
We're ready.
So let's back this up with the
Okay.
facts. So my daddy's a minister.
Okay.
He was an evangelist. So at the time in the Caribbean, when my daddy was around, a lot of the evangelists would fly to the islands to bring the faith. And in this process, a lot of radio frequencies that was for sale, the antennas, were being bought by the evangelists. So the form of music that was being played was country music. So by the time I got to Brooklyn when I was 10, and I'm cleaning dishes in the projects, you know what's playing in the background? Devil Went Down to Georgia. So like when I tell you like I'm a real country head, so before Johnny Cash passed away, I ain't wearing this black hat for no reason. I was called to perform at Johnny Cash tribute. So now y'all can see it online, and I'm actually doing like Delia's Gone. So the next full-length Wyclef album for 2020 next year is gonna be Caribbean Cowboy. So, but my roots are heavy with country. Ain't just like I woke up and was like, let me do country music.
Look at this.
What?
I had chills when you said Caribbean Cowboy because I truly believe country music is this huge umbrella that everybody has a space under and you can carve out everything. What is it about country that speaks to you? Why do you like it?
Well, my upbringing, right?
Right.
I grew up in the church. My father was a minister. So like real country music, a lot of us as writers, the
lyrics.
Psalms, like it's really like the book of Psalms, you know, Proverbs. So the storytelling. And for me, whenever I listen to country, it takes me back to like the upbringing, that American dream, the idea of like coming here and like being like, I'm like hardcore country though, not, you know what I'm saying?
You're
Like,
not dabbling in. You're not just putting your foot in the water.
If I'm telling you,
I'm so
Devil Went
excited
Down
right
to
now.
Georgia
Yeah.
was like the first, so you're in the projects and you're listening to the hip, the hop, and then the Devil Come Down, Georgia come on. So in my brain, there's really no difference.
Right.
It's just two rappers, right?
Right.
One rhyming country and the other rhyming about that.
Well, listen, Charlie Daniels right up the road. We could get him
Charlie
over here.
is a good friend of the show. So
Yo,
we'll
so
get
listen,
Charlie
big shout
Daniels.
out. Charlie Daniels wouldn't even know this. Shout out to Charlie Daniels. Because of you, I ain't get locked up in the projects. As a young little, you know, my daddy used to put that beating on me.
I love it.
And let me know that. But that was one of the forms, the fiddles. So I play like 12 different instruments.
Right.
And then for me, another thing I love about country is the instrumentation. Because as loving like blues and jazz, a lot of the riffs and how fast like they're moving with the riffs, very soulful. But like hardcore country, what about Elvira?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like real, you know, shout out to my homie Kenny Rogers. Y'all know Kenny Rogers?
Yes, we do.
That's my homie. One day I called up Kenny
the
and I was
gambler.
doing a hip hop album. And I told Kenny, I was like, yo, I need you to do a drop for me. So when I was DJing, so I literally on the album Eclectic, I have Kenny Rogers comes in like with the coolest voice in the world. He's like, yo, this Kenny Rogers, you on the countryside with Wyclef Jean. Not now. This is like, so my whole life, I call it like Cinderella Man, coming from Haiti, growing up in Brooklyn, then in New Jersey. I grew up with like Petra, Striper, Pink Floyd.
Oh, I
I'm just
Stryper.
showing you, you know, so
Yeah.
so for me, synchronicity,
Okay.
and like Amy Grant and all of this, and then along with hip hop and reggae. So in my brain, I never like can separate what it was. It was either I loved the music, either good music or
Right.
bad music. You know what I mean?
But you know what? That starts to make sense now because you start thinking about all the projects that you've been a part of, and they've been all over. Like you've just flowed in and out.
Yeah, like you would
seamlessly.
never know. Like, you know, I wrote Hips Don't Lie, Shakira.
Yeah.
Maria, you know, Sweetest Girl, My Love's Your Love, Whitney Houston. And My Love's Your Love, when I was writing with Whitney Houston, what we had in common, you know, we both church kids, New Jersey, and her dad, just, you know, just the idea of like the cloth in the church. So when Clive Davis brought me in to wrote this song, My Love is Your Love and Your Love is My Love, I think that song worked because of the honesty. But if you take any Wyclef Jean music, starting with Gone to November, and you break it down with just an acoustic guitar, it's all bluegrass, you know what I mean?
My mind is blown
I was
right
just
now.
gonna
See,
say.
I ain't
I'm
know
just
that.
like,
I mean, We loved you before, now we're in deep.
Yeah,
Now
but I
we're
was
in
telling
deep.
you, real country though, you know.
I love everything that you're doing right now, and I'm super psyched that you're going to be doing it at the Caverns because this place is gorgeous. We have some
Yeah,
pictures.
can we show some pictures of this venue?
If y'all
Guys.
haven't been, look at this.
And
I mean,
you can. There's a few seats available, general admission. You can get in there. Road
Look at
trip,
that.
guys. It is totally worth it. Look how incredible this space is.
Yeah, that's gonna be
gosh.
dope.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be dope. That's right.
I bought a hoodie
just.
just for the cave.
It's gonna be cold, but it's gonna be cool at the same time. Wyclef Jean's show is tonight, the Caverns. It's in Pelham, 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6. Tickets, just a few still on sale. Get them now. Thecaverns.com. Road trip.
Can I give a shout out to my producers
course,
out here?
of
I got my
course.
man Tim Chance. You know what I mean? I want to shout him out. He's a very eclectic. I call him my twin. I think he's like my country alter ego from out here.
this.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
all
We
right.
connect. But I love it. Are y'all gonna come later to the show?
Gosh, I'll tell you what. I've got
Road trip.
things that
Y'all
need to be
should come,
cast
and then
aside.
the outfits is gonna rock too. Caribbean Cowboy, you dig?
I'm all about
Come
Caribbean
back.
Cowboy. I'm ready.
You come back.
I'm gonna come back with just an acoustic guitar.
Done.
And I'm gonna blow y'all away.
Done. I'm excited.
I love this.
Get ready.
I love all of it.
Right here on Today in Nashville. We get started.
Yeah.
I know what you thinking. What do Wyclef Jean know about country music? Well, growing up in the projects, every Sunday my mama would play Charlie Daniels. Never went down to Georgia.